Hey guys, Kevin Goetz here from Mute Profit with another free YouTube lesson. Today's going to be another cool little rhythm guitar thing that you can use to change up your riffs, get some different sounds. And what we're looking at is palm-muted tremolo picking. So this is something that I've always loved the sound of. A lot of old school melodic death metal would do this. I think most people today now would know this as a thing Dragon Force does. You know, they'll have like a basic chord progression of like... right? And then in between each chord they'll... or something, you know. That's the sound of palm-muted tremolo picking. So normally it would be... or to use one of my own riffs... you know, that would be if you played it without the palm muting. And that brings me to the reason for the palm muting is that you can get a really cool sonic trick going with your guitar. So when you palm mute, you are essentially creating an overload of bass. It takes whatever your EQ settings already are and just throws a bunch of bass over it, and that's what that punch effect is. That's all in the bass, right? Normally that'll be used for just a quick pulse or a punch to break up syncopated rhythms. However, if you are just straight tremolo picking, you're essentially turning your guitar into a bass frequency instrument, which means, you know, since there's more bass, you are therefore hearing a reduction in the treble, which will make the guitar seem further back. So if at a part in your song, actually, I'm just gonna, hang on. Good enough. I was playing around in drop A for a little bit. To give you some context for that riff of mine that I used earlier, we were coming off of a very aggressive section. Very heavy, very syncopated. And as the section changes, the guitars will suddenly take the back seat. And that, to me, is a really cool little transition, and in fact that song, which is Choke on the Smog, for anyone who's curious, uses that sound a lot. You know, there's 3 different riffs, I think, that are mostly palm muted. There's that one, there's the... and then there's the... And the reason for that is that the song itself demands at each of those parts that something else take the forefront, whether it be the vocals or the orchestra. So if you're writing and you feel like your song needs a change up, but you don't want to change it up too much, just try that. Essentially, you're turning your guitar into a bass instrument from a mid-range instrument, and that throws off the entire dynamic of the song. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, it really helps me out if you hit like, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever you feel like doing. Also, feel free to check out my band's original music. Go ahead and give this tip a try in your own original music, and I will see you guys next time.